It's championship week in Minnesota high school girls basketball. Tonight on CCX, the Section 5 4A title game featuring the Park Center Pirates and the Roseville Raiders. From Anoka High School, John Jacobson and Ryan Iverson for tonight's telecast. Ryan, both of these teams scoring upsets, at least on paper, in the semifinals. Park Center knocks out the top seed Centennial. Roseville takes down number 2 seed Champlin Park.
Well, that's what they call March Madness, right, John? Anything can happen. I always say, too, the regular season, that's where you build your foundation. But you want to be playing your best basketball when you get into this time of year. And hats off to both of these teams. Park Center, you know, new coach, some new players, but they're no stranger to postseason success. And Roseville, they knocked off Champlin Park. I thought Champlin Park was phenomenal, and we covered them earlier in the year. So they both deserve to be in this final, and when there's a trip to the state tournament on the line, anything can happen.
Park Center comes in 19-9 in the season. Roseville 21-7. They have not played each other this year. They played in the semifinals of this tournament a year ago with Park Center winning. Different personnel, but I think the Pirates feel confident they can get a win tonight. Roseville in the section final for the first time in 3 years. They're trying to get the state for the first time in 11 years.
Well, and I always say too, John, in these kind of big atmospheres, these big moments, who can just relax and play basketball? Because a lot's at stake. You dream about getting to the state tournament, but who can just settle down, execute their game plan? And I expect, you know, when you look at both of these teams and their records, their schedules, they've had a lot of common opponents, a lot of the same margin of victory or defeat. And so I think we're going to be in for a really, really tough, even game tonight.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Park Center. Adalia McKenzie coming off a great game against the Cougars on Saturday, helped them score that win against the top seed.
Well, she was dominant in that game, and she's a low post, kind of a throwback. She's back to her basket, this is McKenzie we're talking about, very athletic too, and just they're going to need her to use that athleticism, that quickness. She's a little spitball out there, and if they can harness that energy into great plays and a lot of baskets like she did last weekend, that's going to really help.
And for Roseville, it's Jada Johnston. She is really kind of a throwback, a back-to-the-basket player.
I got my two mixed up there. Jada, and I love watching her play. When I watch the film, back to her basket, great footwork, only a sophomore. She's got great length. But I really love the concept of playing inside out. Nowadays, everyone's outside in. So it's when you're not used to defending that too, it can give you matchup nightmares. So it'll be fun to watch tonight.
I think you're right about these teams just playing basketball. Who's going to come out with less nerves and just be ready to go right from the start?
Yeah, and I think you get that first basket to fall. As a coach, you always want to come out and see if you can get an easy play, like a backdoor or an easy layup, or get to the free throw line. Just see that ball go in, you relax, and whoever can do that first usually gets off to a good start. We've done the Park Center. They've played in this gym with the chance to go to state. They almost seem unbeatable in this gym. So if I'm Roseville, I want to get off to a great start. I think getting off to a big start is going to be key for Roseville.
Park Center trying to go to state for the 5th consecutive season. We'll take a break and come back. Tip this one off. It's Park Center and Roseville for the Section 5 4A title next. John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson, we are back at Anoka High School, getting set for the starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's Section 5 4A Girls Championship for 2018. And let's meet the starters. First of all, for the Park Center Pirates, 19-9 in the season, number 4 seed in Section 5. Their forwards, Charo Nickens, a 5'9" senior. Adalia McKenzie, a 5'10" freshman. The guards, Summer Blakemore, 5'8" senior. Lauren Frost, 5'8" sophomore. And Megan DuBois, 5'7" senior. For the Roseville Raiders, number 3 seed, 21-7 on the season. The forward, Jada Johnston, 6'1" sophomore. Tamia Ugas, 6'3" freshman, a player to watch as their center. Their guards, Kaylee Nelson, probably their best defender, a 5'9" junior. Sarah Behel, the 5'7" senior, and Jada Hood, 5'6" junior, is the other guard for Roseville.
Pretty good atmosphere too. You get both sides are filled up here. You got the band, the cheerleaders. I just love these atmospheres, these kind of games where it's all on the line. You know, and you just got to think Roseville, you know, my initial thought was, are they going to be able to score enough to keep up with Park Center? But again, they beat a heck of a team in Champlin Park. I mean, that's a big time win. I think they're coming in with a lot of confidence, John. I just think you look at Park Center, Park Center, just so many athletes, you know, really from all sides of the court. And then you kind of forget a little bit about Megan Dubois, and she's a phenomenal shooter. I swear we've had Dubois for the last 20 years of coverage. They just keep getting better and better, too. So a lot of fun to watch.
As a look at Jeff Crosby, 9th year as head coach for Roseville, trying to get them to their first state tournament since the 2007 season. And a good year for them. And here tonight in the section final. And Barb Metcalf, first year head coach, trying to do what Chris Vanderhyde did 4 years ago. He was a first-year head coach, brought them to the state tournament his first year, state championship. He went to state in his 4 years, and now he's trying to get the Pirates there one more game to get to Minneapolis next week. I thought
maybe Coach Metcalf would wear one of those green vests that Chris was famous for to bring her some good luck, but
Raiders will play a very deliberate game. We saw recently a TV game that we did on CCX, Maple Grove and Elk River. And Elk River, a team that really just like to slow the pace, very deliberate on their possession, forces you to play good defense for a longer period of time, which can sometimes wear you out. Park Center would like to push that pace a little bit.
Well, and two things. One, both of these teams are coming off close games, right? Roseville beat Champlin Park 62-58. And, of course, Park Center beat Centennial in that overtime thriller 81-76. So when you just look through their box scores throughout the year, you're seeing a lot of 70s, 80s with Park Center. You're seeing a lot more 40s, 50s, and 60s with Roseville. And that's a key at high school, really all the way up to the pro level. If you can make a team have to play defense for 15, 20, 25 seconds, a lot of times they get lazy and they relax, and that's when you can get them. So no question, the Pirates are going to have to be disciplined here tonight, John.
Roseville in the black and silver, Park Center in the white with the green and gold trim. Winner goes to the state tournament next Wednesday at Target Center. Several section finals being contested tonight around the area and around the state. Maple Grove and another team in Park Center's conference playing in the 8-4A final tonight against St. Michael Albertville. We are underway as Gotts wins the opening tip, and Roseville has the first possession of the game.
Well, just looking at the beginning, I mean, Roseville's got a couple of really tall girls, and Jada Johnson. There's an errant pass, and that's where you got to get a little bit better angle on those post feeds. Time and time again, you see guards try to deliver that from the top of the key. You got to get a little wider. And you can see the early thought is, let's get Jada Johnson going. They have Tamia Ugas as well. She's a 6'3" freshman, so they got some young players with some length and size. And that's certainly advantageous when you can go inside out.
McKenzie driving baseline and gets her pass tipped out of play. It'll be a throw in here for the Pirates as Dubois will put it in from the baseline. And the lob out high, Charles Nickens. Lauren Frost, left wing, and her pass behind Blakemore. So each team with a turnover in its opening possession.
Remember, we talked about it too. You're a little nervous, you're a little uptight. That was an unforced turnover, and you just gotta execute. It's a game that you've played 1,000 times before, and yeah, the stakes are a little higher, but you gotta slow down. And whoever gets that first bucket, I always think is such an advantage.
Jada Hood back out high to Ugas. Defended out there by McKenzie, and then back off to Hood. And Roseville will be patient here. Find the cutter. It'll be held. Their shot way off the mark. Ugas gets her shot blocked. Another try by Johnston, and she gets fouled. And we'll go to the line for two.
When you can see right off the bat there's two offensive rebounds on the same possession. That time, Jada Johnson went up hard. I love both her and Ugas
got the rebound, kept the ball up, went right up. And Park Center is going to have their hands full tonight, boxing out and limiting these second chance points.
Johnston averages just about 13 a game, gets the first point in tonight's game at 17 in the semifinals against Champlin Park Saturday. Second one short and rebounded by Blakemore. Blakemore playing some really great basketball down the stretch. Yeah, and throws this pass away as I say that, and Hood picks it off.
When I thought that time Summer Blakemore too unselfish. She had a layup there at the rim or a little 3-foot jumper. Beautiful pass.
Inside to Johnston for two.
That was completely set up by Kaylee Nelson. Just a beautiful bounce pass, wraparound on the baseline. And this is the kind of start you want if you're Roseville. You know, you're the team that hasn't been in this position in many years. You want to get off to that lead. You can see how physical and tough their defense is as well.
Open three, Nickens way long and rebounded by Hood. Roseville pushing it when they can't, off to Ugas for the basket.
Ugas, look at 6'3", great size, running the floor hard. And Jada Hood rewards her. There's a turnover off the inbounds play as well.
Hood kick out, Nelson three, long, and rebounded by Champlin Park. Lead pass ahead, Dubois goes to the basket and score.
That's a tough finish. Jada Hood flying at her too, knowing that you might get contact or get that shot blocked. Excellent finish by Megan Dubois.
I know it's early, that's a big basket for Park Center. They could have been down 8-0. And if that three had gone down. Instead, a miss by Ugas at this end, and back comes Park Center. Blakemore, chance to tie it. Long here, the rebound to the corner, and taken by Ugas. Able to take it away from Nickens, who had an angle on it.
I was going to say, Nickens, that's a ball you got to come up with. When your livelihood is on the line here, the chance to go to state, you got to come up with that ball.
Johnston turning.
I like what you notice they're trying to do that little high-low, and it's just such a throwback offense, but it's a really tough offense to guard when you got that kind of size and length.
Hood trying to drive on Blakemore into the paint. Back out, Johnston traveled.
Yeah, and I think the Pirates will live with Johnston away from the basket there. There's a nice driving kick. Just a little bit long, but I love this. Watch Dubois, great throw ahead. Watch Dubois here. Tough finish, too. Able to get a big basket.
Drea Barnes, Josie Hogg, and Kiana Eiserman all in for Roseville at that whistle.
Say that 5 times fast, John.
Right. They go about 8 deep, so this might be about all we see from Roseville as far as depth. Once the game gets out of hand, Dubois out on the wing. I got high to Frost. Frost will take it into the lane, dish off. Nice. Before the shot, we get a foul on the Raiders.
You know, and not having seen Roseville play this year, John, just kind of seeing some of their footage, I'm impressed with their defense, right? They're getting right up into the ball handler, good pressure defense, and they're playing physical. You've got to be able to handle that pressure. There's a turnover.
Traveling on McKenzie.
You know, and as great as McKenzie's been, she's only a 9th grader as well. So this is her kind of first moment in that really, really big atmosphere. Obviously, every game in the playoffs is a big game, but you can see speeding up just a little bit. Just got to slow down. She's such a talented player.
Nelson to Johnston. Eiserman and Roseville almost turned it over, and then a great pass to Johnston. Can't finish, tries again, and gets fouled. What a great pass from the floor.
I was going to say, you got to make that after a pass like that. Watch this, going down. Look at that. Like, she knew exactly where she was going with it.
That was Drea Barnes with the pass, and now it's Jada Johnston going to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnston, a lot of players, they miss an easy layup like that, and they give up on it. She goes right after her offensive rebound, able to get fouled back at the free throw line. What a pass by Barnes. She's got a nice touch, too, a 3 for 4 from the line, and tell she's got nice form, good rotation. She's a very good shooter for her size.
7-2 Raiders, 4 minutes into the game. Blakemore driving, lost it off her own foot, and out of bounds. Defended by Nelson.
Well, you talked about Kaylee Nelson being they're one of their best defenders. You know, staying in front of Summer Blakemore, not an easy thing to do. And she moved her feet very well.
Roseville being patient. Nelson with the ball. Drive, Eiserman high off the glass, not good. Rebounded by Nickens, who gets tied up. No, it gets fouled. This will go Pirates' way. And the foul will be,
I think, on Eiserman.
On Eiserman. That'll be her second.
Oh, and she missed that shot, but that was a heck of a move. Very nice shot fake, good slow shot fake. Got Blakemore up in the air and had a great drive. That's just a lot of jelly and no toast, John. You got to finish that after a beautiful move.
So Eiserman out, Viheld back in. With the 2 fouls on Eiserman.
Yep.
Traveling again on McKenzie. Pirates still stuck on 2. Ugas and Hood.
Well, and their one basket was in transition, too. They've had a really hard time in the half-court offense and just speeding up just a little bit.
Hood looking inside, back out high. Viheld 3-point shot. Not good, and a strong rebound by McKenzie. Got Cox in front of her. McKenzie kicks it out. Frost, rather.
Yeah.
3-pointer from Lauren Frost.
And that's Park Center at their best, when they can get out and run. Long 3-point shot, great rebound, and they get up and run. And beautiful drive and kick that time, too, by McKenzie, and a big shot by Frost. Again, in transition, they are very, very tough.
Viheld takes it to the basket, hit the underside of the hoop, and rebounded by Park Center. Dubois pushing it. Now McKenzie, pull up from 12, off the iron, not good, and pulled down by Haug. Raiders thought there was some contact on that shot at the other end.
It certainly appeared to be, didn't it?
Hood, pass that gets deflected. Haug gets it back, not good. Hood with the offensive board, she'll pull it back out.
Well, you love the effort that Hood is playing with.
Her shot up and in. Nice little runner for the junior.
Oh, she's 5'6", but she is strong. And you see she's quick and determined. She got that offensive rebound, says, I think I'll just finish it off myself.
McKenzie drives hard and goes to the basket and gets fouled, and Adalia will go to the line to shoot 2.
And here's that in transition again, an excellent job by McKenzie. She gets into the heart of that defense. Defense collapses. She kicks it out. Lauren Frost, who's a very good 3-point shooter, gets that big one to fall.
Her free throw up and good. McKenzie on the season only about a 50% free throw shooter.
Well, and really that's something she's going to have to improve on, because she's so athletic. She gets to the free throw line quite a bit. She's just got to make teams pay for those kind of fouls.
Yeah, 115 attempts for her on the season, and got 1 out of 2 here. Today Griffin in now for the Pirates. 5'11" freshman, number 20. And also Kayla Cox, 5'4" sophomore, number 23. A 5-second call. Cox, an excellent defender, played tough on the ball there on Barnes and forced the turnover.
Yeah, you kind of feel the pace picking up a little bit, and that's exactly what Park Center wants. They've gotten out and run a few times, gotten some baskets, picking up the pressure defensively. Oh, beautiful backdoor.
Pass, then the kick out. Cox to Griffin, way short on the 3, and rebounded by Viheld.
That was beautiful offense, right? Ball moves, great backdoor cut baseline.
Hood, terrific. Dish off for Ugas.
How good has Jada Hood been to start this game? She's done a little bit of everything.
Pull-up shot, short, rebound. Oh, Griffin crashing the boards and gets the foul up and in.
Well, they're going to need her. She's only a freshman, but she's 5'11". She's got that length to kind of go against Ugas.
Scramble for the ball here.
You see the energy. That's a play. That's a foul you'll live with every time. Just great hustle. But watch her come flying into your screen here. That's just determination, John. That's effort. Just gets into the game, make your presence known with a couple of rebounds. Nice offensive putback.
Foul on Griffin, her first, team's third. Team fouls even 3 apiece. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Jada Hood will bring it up for the Raiders. Nelson, thought about a 3, but DuBois gets a hand in her face. From 17, Hood hits.
She looks like Rodney Hood for the Cleveland Cavaliers. She's just silky smooth. Plays at a great pace, too. Oh, beautiful move.
Shot up, not good. Rebounded by Ugos. It was a good move, but no finish again. And Pirates down by 5, and the Raiders with the basketball again.
To have her size and her quickness, you see how quick that snap was on that crossover. There's nothing you can do about it. She just got to take a little bit more time, finish that shot.
Johnston kicks it back out. Hood a 3. Not good, and rebounded by Frost. She'll pull it back out. Right decision there.
Well, and it's a great decision, but I also think that's great defense by Roseville. Recognizing they got to take away. There's a step-out three-pointer by Griffin, and she's come in and 5 quick points, a couple of big rebounds.
Pirates back to within 2. Griffin had missed badly on her first 3 on the other way. No hesitation here, though. Puts this one up and in.
That's where I think she was saying that was a pass on that first one. Nice job of denying Johnston the ball down low. And you just feel the pressure starting to build up.
Hood, wild shot, won't go, but a rebound by Johnston underneath, and she scores.
How impressive is she just going after those offensive rebounds? She just won't be denied. That's about her 3rd or 4th offensive rebound. And it looked like she was falling down and still had the wherewithal to get that up at the rim. Nice job. And her reward for that, you get to guard McKenzie on the other end.
Lauren Frost out between the circles. Now will start to drive. Pull up from 17 and hit.
That's a little step back, right? You get the defender rocking backwards, you step back, you create that space and able to bury it. That's a big shot. She's had a nice start today, too.
My son Jack's favorite move in horse when he's playing is the step back. Johnston gets loose, a great feed down for the sophomore, and she's got 2 more.
Well, that was a set play. Johnson passed over to Hood, and they set a double back screen, and not an easy pass, but a beautiful delivery, a nice catch and finish, too.
DuBois open 3. Short, rebounded by Hood. Keeps control of it. Knocked away from her. Ball on the floor. Got it out. Nelson 3 is good.
How about Hood staying with it there? Ball gets knocked down. Stays with it. Another driving kick. Gets the assist from her knees. And Kaylee Nelson, a great defender, able to knock the 3 down.
Look at Hood. Keeps control of the ball here. Then goes
here
down.
But not only does she get it, but look at her eyes up. Able to get rid of that before it's a travel. And Nelson just buries it.
Roseville foul on Ugos, her first. Cox to inbound here for the Pirates. And throws it out high there. 3 ball, that time from Griffin won't go, and rebounded by Haug. 20-13. Johnston, side of the lane, and gets fouled by Griffin, or excuse me, by Cox.
I'll tell you, Jada Johnson, she, doesn't look overly strong with, with her height, but man, does she play strong.
Timeout by Park Center. 7:44 to play here in the first half, and they trail it by 7.
And really, if you're both teams, John, I think you're both okay with where you're at. If you're Park Center, you're thinking we haven't shot the ball well. We haven't played great, some turnovers, and we're only down 7. And if you're Roseville, you're thinking this is exactly the kind of start we needed. We're playing at our pace. We're knocking shots down. We've established our inside presence. We're knocking 3s down along with it. Jada Hood's got that confidence that she can kind of control the game on offense. Really impressive start by both teams, but obviously a little bit more so by Roseville.
coaches will seed for the state tournament this Saturday, and then the tournament field will be announced. Games begin at 10 a.m. next Wednesday at Target Center, with the 1 seed playing the 10 a.m. game. Games following at noon, 2 and 4.
How about how surprising, you know, we've done numerous Wayzata games on the year, girls games, to see them get upset. I had a feeling that might be their year or their time this year, so it's a little sad to see that happen.
Started 23-0, but finished the season 2 and 3 in their last 5 games.
Finally beat Hopkins during the year, kind of got over that hump. I thought maybe this would be their time and their year. But again, we talked about in the pregame, that's why they call it March Madness.
Johnston holding the ball. They swing it around left side.
Boy, you talked earlier, John, about making the defense play for 20, 30 seconds. You can see not only are they're content, but they're moving. They're making you work. They're waiting for you to make a mistake, see if they can get an easy shot.
Eiserman, nice dump off for Johnston, not good. Scramble in the lane for the ball, and a tie-up between Cox and Eiserman, and it's a held ball, Park Center possession.
That was a beautiful pass. That's when Johnston's got to finish. She had a good look on it. She's got to get her legs behind her, get her up, got to finish that one. Nice drive and kick, great hustle by both teams.
Nickens off to Griffin. Griffin, pull-up shot. Looked like she got fouled. She did, and she'll go to the line for 2, foul on Johnston.
I like the aggressiveness that Griffin's playing with tonight. She's looking to score and comfortable knocking down that perimeter shot. And if you're Jada Johnston, that's one where you don't want to foul on a jump shot. Get a hand up, contest it, but don't give them 2 free throws on that. That would have been a tough make without the fall.
Hood, Viheld, and Ugas all back in for Roseville. Griffin misses the second one as well, misses both, and so it stays a 7-point Roseville lead. Viheld, and we get a foul whistled on Cox. That's her second. She'll come out.
And Roseville doing a pretty nice job handling that ball pressure, right? A lot of teams, if you're not used to that, it speeds you up. You end up turning the ball over. You make bad passes. Roseville so far up to this point done a nice job of handling that pressure without turning the ball over.
Ooh. Here comes Hood driving. Wild shot, not good. Rebounded by Griffin.
This is where Park Center can be dangerous. They're in their transition. Defense doesn't get a chance to set up, but a nice job by Roseville stopping Summer Blakemore in the open space there.
Summer Blakemore has been quiet so far. Misses on that 3 and rebounded by Haug. Back comes Roseville with Hood. Now she'll pull it back up and hand it off. And now it's Viheld. Defended by Ragulin, who's in for Park Center. Back to Jada Hood. Griffin missed trying to go for the steal. Hood, 3 is good.
Well, you gamble, but how about having a 6'3" freshman in Tamia Ugas get into the heart of the defense and drive and kick? And Jada Hood's just been phenomenal here in the first half.
Blakemore missed again, rebounded by Hood.
And she's just off, right? We've seen her make a number of those kind of shots. She really has range about 10 feet beyond the three-point line. Just haven't quite gone down for it yet. Nice help.
Down low, and Ragulin knocked it out of bounds.
Nice job by Ragulin to come over on the weak side there to take that layup away. But here's Ugas, drive and kick. And Jada Hood, no hesitation whatsoever, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
Ten-point game with 5.5 minutes to play in the half. Loose ball. DuBois gets fouled. The 16th foul on Roseville, so not the bonus yet for Park Center. Foul is on Barnes, her first. Griffin skip pass across. McKenzie able to corral it. Boy to Blakemore. Now to Griffin.
Nice back door.
To McKenzie up, can't finish.
Beautiful offense there. You overplay. How do you combat that? You go back door. And just a couple of shots for Park Center, just rimming in and out. That one doesn't quite foul. Nice job boxing out by Roseville, too. Limiting the Pirates to only one shot.
Hood trying to get it blown low to Johnston, but a lot of bodies to get it through. Pirates get it. Frost corrals the ball in the corner. Cross over Griffin's head and out of bounds. A lot of unforced turnovers for the Pirates.
No, and those are frustrating when you're a coach. I'm sure Coach Metcalf is going to talk to her team at halftime. Just take care of the basketball. The other thing, too, John, that you notice is I thought Park Center might have the athleticism advantage tonight. Nothing going to the basket. You're not seeing a lot of penetration. Everything's kind of around the perimeter. And I think if they can get in and force Roseville to have to help, that's when you get Summer Blakemore or Megan Dubois, great shots, great perimeter shots.
Blakemore commits the foul, guarding Hood. Second on Blakemore.
Well, both teams, the next one will be shooting 1-on-1 the rest of the half.
Blakemore will come out and Ragulin back in.
Well, and that's big. I know Summer Blakemore hasn't had a good shooting half, but she's just such a athlete, such a good defender too. Just having her on the floor, a huge advantage.
Hood with it. Viheld pops open in the corner. Down low. Johnston too strong. Rebound though by Nelson. She'll bring it back out for the Raiders. Howd, long two-pointer. Rebound by Ragulin. Head on the wing to Dubois. Griffin pops a three and long. Ragulin at 5'2", scrambling hard for that rebound, but couldn't control it off of her and out of bounds.
Didn't that shot look like it was dead on from where we were sitting? Griffin's got nice rotation on it, just a little bit long, but how about the effort by both girls there running out of bounds? You can tell, and that's what's so fun about high school basketball when, you know, you got seniors out here. This could be the last time they ever play competitive basketball, and you know the season could be over. I just love that desperation and effort that some of these teams play with. That's what makes it so fun to be a part of and fun for us to call and bring to our viewers.
Here's Johnston handing off for Nelson. Ugas pops out for it. Through the hands of Hood and picked off by Ragulin. Able to keep her dribble. Hands off to McKenzie. McKenzie will pop a three. That is long. Rebounded by the Pirates. They get it to Dubois. She'll crash into the lane. And we get a foul on Roseville before the shot, but it'll still be 1-on-1 here for Dubois.
And what was the difference there? You saw Megan Dubois attacking the basket, not settling for a contested perimeter shot. That time drove hard to the basket, got the contact. She's an outstanding free throw shooter. Of course I say that, and
misses the first front end of the 1-on-1, and it stays 23-13.
Oh, nice pass.
And you guys can't finish.
How many of those have we seen where
they've had a
Ugos
few.
And then, you know, you also throw in Jada Johnson, just a couple of layups that just haven't quite made it.
Frost defending tough, but can't get to the ball. Johnston out with it. Down to 2:45 to play in the first half. It's been Roseville all the way here, right from the start. Nelson, nice shot inside. That won't drop.
Well, we talked about Park Center, John, having scores in the 70s and 80s with only 13 points. This is exactly the kind of level of scoring that Roseville would have dreamed of, having hold Park Center to only 13 points here in the first half.
All right, get a little reset now. It's Dubois.
You can see how everything's around the perimeter. You got great floor spacing. Let's see if they can get something going towards the basket.
Frost hits a three.
She's just got that game, doesn't she? That kind of that flash where she stepped back. Great shooter, knocks down her second three-pointer of the first half. That was very, very big for the Park Center Pirates.
Hood finds Johnston. Nelson penetrates, nice move, and missed the shot. Boy, missed some close ones Roseville has. McKenzie attacking, and one, a foul on Hood.
That was that little Euro step through, but what concentration. Watch her step right towards the middle there, knowing she's gonna get hit. And that is not an easy shot. You gotta get the right angle on it. She kept her eyes focused on the rim. And that's big. You get a big three from Frost. Here's a chance for a three-point play for McKenzie to bring this lead back to 4.
Free throw is good. So she does get the three-point play. And it's a 4-point game at 23-19 with 1:35 to go. Hood off to Nelson. And a steal by McKenzie. Steps in front of Haug and finishes.
How about the spark that McKenzie's given her team here? 5 quick points here in the last 20 seconds. Overplaying the passing lane, and you can see the speed of the game is starting to pick up, and that's exactly what the Pirates want.
Dubois will drive it to the hoop. Can't get the shot to go. That would have tied it up. Roseville, a little frenetic right now.
And I think this is what Park Center wanted the pace to be the whole game. And you can tell when it gets up and down like this, it clearly favors Park Center. And even though Dubois missed that, John, that was a great move. I love seeing her going to the basket.
Haug will drive it, but travel.
Yep.
There's a steal a moment ago on that basket by McKenzie to bring them back to within 2 points. So we're at 23-21 in Oka. Well, under 40 seconds to go. Ryan will talk to each of the coaches at halftime here. Roseville's led all the way. The 10-point lead just a few minutes ago is down to 2. Pirates playing seemingly for one shot here. Under 20 seconds to go. Into the hands of Frost. And 8 seconds to go. Frost out to Dubois. Her shot and gets fouled by Hood. With 2.2 seconds to go, and Jada Hood picks up her second foul, and Megan Dubois will go to the line for 2. .76% free throw shooter. Missed her first one that connects on this one. Second one for the senior, also good. We are tied up. Inbound to Nelson. Throws it at the basket. And a strong finish for Park Center. They score the last 10 points of the first half to tie this one up at 23 all. When Roseville had led from the start, was kind of controlling the pace. Park Center, a 3 from Lauren Frost. They start to control the pace a little better. And let's go down now to Ryan Iverson standing by with Barb Metcalf.
Thanks, John. Coach, down 10 there with 2.5 minutes left. What'd you think about the pace there the last couple of minutes?
Oh, this is going to be a defensive dogfight. Both teams play really good defense, half court. It's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes offensively, and we were making a lot of mistakes as far as just not being patient with our shots. We were rushing some things. I felt that we were a little bit jittery. I think we're getting the jitters out.
I always thought, too, you guys were settling for too many perimeter shots. Is that going to be a point of emphasis? Let's get to the basket, use our athleticism?
Definitely, and that's what I told Megan there right before she attacked the rim. I said, we can attack the rim on these kids. So,
well, win or lose, how fun is it to be in a section championship with this kind of atmosphere? Great 2 teams going at it.
It's phenomenal. You know, it's just a great atmosphere for basketball, and just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach. All right, back to you, John.
Thanks, Ryan. We'll hear from Jeff Crosby before the start of the second half. Park Center 23, Roseville 23. You're watching CCX coverage of the Section 5 4A Girls Basketball Championship from Anoka High School.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
$23-all, Park Center and Roseville in the Section 5 championship at halftime. We'll get some highlights from the opening 18 minutes of play tonight at Anoka High School. Pretty much all Raiders early on. Jada Hood really had a nice first half, Ryan. Here attacking the basket, and then a great dish off for the freshman, Tamia Ugos, for 2 points. And then Hood penetrating again, time takes it herself all the way and scores. Ugos, great kick out pass to Hood for 3 of her 7 points. And Roseville, as I mentioned, really in control of this one. Great look down low. Hood to Johnston. Jada Johnston's been a top scorer in this game.
Nice pass.
Johnston that time converting on the pass from Nelson. But then Park Center starting to come back. Lauren Frost hitting a 3 early on, although Park Center certainly missed their share of perimeter shots early in transition. Megan Dubois able to score. That was actually the first hoop of the game for the Pirates, but I think it's that kind of offense that they need to be successful tonight.
There's a nice shot. Griffin came in, gave him a little spark, had some nice rebounds, hit a nice perimeter shot, and here's a beautiful move. This is really what started that run. Remember, Park Center trailed by 10 points, 2.5 minutes left, and then it was really all McKenzie here. 3-point play, had a layup. She really sparked them there at the end and got this game tied up.
Leading scorers, Frost has 8, McKenzie 6, Griffin with 5 for Park Center. Johnston leads all scorers, has 9 points, Hood 7, and Ugos with 4 for Roseville.
When you see Jada Johnston with 9 points, but I bet she missed 3 to 4 point-blank layups too. So really, Park Center, give them all the credit for fighting back and bringing that energy. But if you're Roseville, I think you're getting the shots that you want. You just got to make them.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. Second half coming up. Park Center Roseville basketball continues on CCX in a moment. Tied at 23-all. Let's go back to the floor. Ryan Iverson standing by with Jeff Crosby.
Thanks, John. Coach, what'd you tell the girls at halftime?
Well, Park Center really cranked the pressure up the last 3.5 minutes to go on a 10-0 run to finish it. 23-23. It's 0-0 here at halftime. 23-23, so we're looking at 0-0, and we can make hopefully another run, get up by 10, we'll be in good shape.
Quickly, what do you guys have to do to win this game?
We just got to make sure we offensively when we have the ball and come and get it and take away that pressure, and we're going to be in good shape.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to you, John.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for your Coach Crosby and Coach Metcalf for taking a few moments with us here at Anoka High School. Well, Roseville certainly had the momentum, and at halftime maybe calm them a little bit and try to get back that pace and momentum they had for most of the first half here against the Pirates. Nobody in foul trouble with 3 fouls, several players with 2, but no one has picked up a third foul here as we start the second half. The Raiders with the opening possession. Kaylee Nelson will drive. Picks up her dribble with Dubois defending her. One dribble by Ugos, and then back out it comes to Hood. Now it's Hood looking inside. Back out to Johnston. And on the block, Ugos got behind her defender and able to score.
Well, nice job using her body there to seal. And that's where, if you're Nickens on that, you can't gamble on that. You gamble and miss, you give up a layup. I'd say play behind and just make them make a tough shot.
Dubois open for three, and Park Center has its first lead of the night.
It's just a matter of time before she starts hitting. She's such a good shooter, and there again is McKenzie playing that passing lanes. You heard Coach Crosby say, we got to be able to handle that pressure.
Put another sweet pass down to the block, and Ugot's able to score again.
Oh, you guys come out with 2 quick baskets here in the second half. I think that's huge because there's really no one else on the court that can match her size.
Frost for three, way off on this one. Chased down nicely by Nickens, off to McKenzie, up and in.
Well, I love what Nickens did there, John. Not only did she hustle for that rebound, immediately turned her head around, and I love, too, that McKenzie did not settle. She slashed right to the basket. Beautiful offense.
Johnston, nice drive on the baseline, too strong on the shot. Nickens lost it out of bounds. Roseville basketball.
I'm watching Johnson. She's got such good footwork, right? She gets to that spot. She's got to get her eyes up. I don't think she's looking before she shoots it. Oh, I think we're going to get a technical.
Blakemore, I think the Pirates felt that when Nickens went down, that she went down not on her own, that she might have gotten a push from Johnston after that missed shot.
No, it was actually 2 Park Center players that bumped into each other. And I didn't see what Blakemore said or did.
Well, maybe Blakemore saw it wrong like I did and thought it should have been a foul.
No, and it was actually a good no call because it was just same team contact. If Johnston, continues her hot shooting from the free throw line, she's now 4 for 5.
And of course, the technical foul counts as a personal foul.
Yep.
So that's 3 on Blakemore.
No, and that's where you just
not scored tonight.
She hasn't scored, but her athleticism here. Now, I want you to watch this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's a little push there.
There's a little push. Yeah, no, I think it.
But even,
I think I might have had the right call after.
Yeah, you might have.
For once.
But that's where, if you're Summer Blakemore, you're too valuable to get that technical. Yeah. Not only did you give up a point, but you also, there's a great hustle by Johnston.
Nice job fighting for that ball, and she'll go back to the line again. Fouled by Frost. Look at Johnston fighting for this ball and goes up strong with it.
And actually a good foul by Frost, too. Don't give up a layup there, but it's where Summer Blakemore is just so valuable. As a shooter, it's a matter of time before she starts knocking shots down. And she's such a good perimeter defender as well.
30-second timeout taken by Park Center. So look at the section bracket. Centennial, the 1 seed, won against Osseo, and then lost in overtime here against Park Center on Saturday. Roseville advanced with a win over Irondale, and then upset Champlin Park. The Rebels had knocked out Spring Lake Park, and really playing some good basketball coming into the postseason. But as we saw, it was kind of an upset Saturday. Wayzata, as you mentioned in the first half, lost in Section 6, and you got to be ready to play.
Well, rarely do you see both the 1 and 2 seeds both getting eliminated before the conference finals or the section finals there. So sometimes you'll see that 1 seed lose, maybe the 2 seed, but not very often do both of them go down in the semifinals. But I think you credit that to just the depth of this area of basketball. We've talked for years, just good teams, solid teams, top to bottom.
Johnston's missed her last 2 free throws and misses this one as well, and rebounded by McKenzie. Pirates into the front court. Cox out to Frost. And Nelson steps in and gets the steal. Nelson passes to Hood. She'll drive on Dubois, and Johnston came across and commits the foul. A moving screen there on Johnston. That's her second.
How good is Kaylee Nelson, though, on defense, right? A little help and recover, gets back into the passing lane, able to get a steal there. But both teams, I think, really moving their feet well, guarding their girl man-to-man. It's really nice.
Cross travel.
Yeah, and she's frustrated. I, to be honest, didn't see that either.
She'll come out, and Regulin back in. So we're still tied at 28, 15 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Nelson almost lost it, but able to keep the dribble.
Just excellent man-to-man defense there. Beautiful.
Kick out and a three-point try. Not good on the try by Viheld. Park Center rebounds. Ahead they come quickly. Dubois backs it out on the wing. And then hands it off for Cox.
A smart play by Dubois. I think that's could have taken a rush shot instead. Slows it down, and they in the corner they find Nickens, who buries the three. And I think they're going to get a foul too underneath the basket. Let's see if we can see what. No, I think they're going to get it on Jada Hood. Yep. There's a box out underneath. They're going to get Jada Hood, so the basket's going to count, and they're going to retain possession of the ball.
That's three on Hood.
Yeah, and that's as big as it is losing Blakemore. The way she's playing tonight, losing Jada Hood here with foul trouble is a big, big loss.
Boy inbound to McKenzie. Now it's to Ragulin. Drive, a little runner, not good, and Nelson had it, and coming in hard and fighting for the rebound was Cox, and then Johnston falls over both of them.
Well, Johnston's physical, isn't she, John?
Possession arrow favoring Park Center here as you look at it again.
And just great effort by everyone there.
Inbound by Dubois to McKenzie. Puts it on the deck. A long two-pointer, not good. Nickens trying to fight for another board, couldn't get it.
You see that effort? She came flying from the bottom of our screen and almost got that offensive rebound. You just see a little bit more urgency this half here with Park Center. Flying to the ball, getting rebounds, getting second chance points. They're doing a nice job.
Drea Barnes, fired by Dubois. Boy, he's really getting in her face, and off down to Johnston. Johnston will drive, nice move to the basket, and gets rewarded, and will go to the line and shoot two.
Well, and that's what you do when you're getting that pressure defense like that on the ball. You just rip and go, and that's not too bad for a 6'1" sophomore, able to put the ball on the floor like that and avoid a charge too, because it looked like Park Center was waiting on her, and she just slid her body, was able to contort it through, get the shot off, and get the foul.
First free throw up and good. Fouls on Ragulin, her first. 3 team fouls in the second half here on Park Center, just 2 on Roseville. And Johnston hits them both.
Well, those are big free throws. You've kind of felt the momentum really switching over to the Pirates here. And ball pressure, the pace picking up a little bit. A nice job by Johnston getting to the free throw line and knocking them down.
Whistle, and
they're going to get Kaylee Nelson kind of going through the screen there. That's where you got to make an attempt to either go around it or under it. You can't go through it, extend your arms like that. That's an easy foul there for the referees to make.
First foul on Nelson. Pirates took their first lead in the game here in the second half. Nickens, 3, comes out. And rebounded by Howd.
And she just made one from that same spot. That one looked right on, too.
Kaylee Nelson puts the ball on the deck. Starts a drive and back out to Johnston. 3-point try, left side. Drop for Eiserman. How about that?
I thought that was well short. She got a great bounce. Are we in Roseville High School or Anoka there? She got the home court advantage on that one.
First bench points tonight for the Raiders.
Well, and a nice little response, too, by the Raiders.
Dubois trying to put the Pirates back in front and does.
Is she just a big-time shooter or what? It seems like every game we've ever done, when they've needed a basket or a three, she just buries it. Nice job. Wide open, too. You can't leave Megan Dubois wide open or she's going to make you pay.
Her older sister McKenna playing in the Division III playoffs for St. Thomas. Traveling whistled against Iserman.
Well, I was just going to say, well, how long are they going to wait to get Jada Hood back? But I mean, look at that. There has to be an awareness on Megan DuBois. That good of a shooter, and that was nothing but net from the time she released it.
The Blakemore back in for Park Center and Hood for Roseville. Each player with 3 as they come back in with just over 12 and a half minutes to play in the second half.
Well, and I like that call by both coaches. Get your best players in the game. They can play. They're smart enough to know they can't pick up any stupid fouls here.
Blakemore trying to direct her teammates. McKenzie pops out for the ball now. McKenzie, dish off for Griffin underneath. Tough go against Ugas. Second try, not good. And rebounded by Viheld. Roseville out and running. Iserman to get a shot. Offensive foul.
Big smart play. You could see DuBois waiting for it. And watch her hold her ground here. Right there, you could tell she was bracing for it. And that's a great call by the referee and a great selfless play by the senior Megan DuBois, taking away what would have been a layup and making it a turnover. Nice play. Those are championship winning type plays.
Third foul on Iserman. Pirates were 1 point late in the basketball with 12 minutes to go. Cox looking into McKenzie and back out to Blakemore. Summerall drive, shot up, around the rim and out. Rebounded by Ugas, rips it through, triple teamed on the baseline and finally able to get the ball off to Viheld. Hood into the front court. Back to Ugas, in for Viheld.
Was it me, John, or did that ball feel like it was on the rim for about 10 seconds?
Hood drive, nice dish off to Johnston, but she traveled.
You know, and there's still obviously almost 11 and a half minutes left, but it feels like every possession is starting to matter, doesn't it? The urgency level has really picked up.
Nelson's back in for Roseville, and again it's Blakemore bringing it up for the Pirates.
Something tells me we're going to see a big-time 3 by Summer Blakemore before the game's over.
The second leading scorer on the season, but hasn't scored tonight. 3 rolls out for Cox. Had a good look at it.
Yep, she did. Nice driving kick, too, by DuBois. Beautiful offense.
Viheld one dribble and then gives it to Hood. Johnston looking for the ball on the block. Now does get it. Drives to the basket and score.
And again, you see Park Center gambling on defense down in the low post, trying to get that steal. If they miss, it's an easy layup.
McKenzie short. Griffin got it, and then Cox trying to get it out for DuBois. Hustles after, couldn't get to it, and Roseville basketball.
Great hustle and great sportsmanship, too. Jada Hood bent down, picked Megan DuBois up the floor, and that's what you love about high school sports. Great competitors, definitely wanting to win this game, but also good sports.
More so, we got a foul away from the basketball.
Yeah, they're going to get Griffin. There was some battling going on between Griffin and Ugas. And they were physical that time. And that time they're going to get Griffin with the contact. Both teams have 4 fouls, getting close. Now watch right in the middle of your screen there. Definitely some contact. Ugas, the guy I thought got away with maybe extending her arms a little bit.
Team fouls even, 4-piece now. 10.5 minutes to go. Raiders with the basketball. The 1 point lead. Down they go. And 2 points for Nelson. A great feed from Hood.
Well, great feed from Hood. How about Hood's patience that time, letting that back door set up. Nice job, too, by Nelson making that cut.
Griffin 3 comes out short. And rebounded by Ugas. Here's Hood.
You know, and if I'm Park Center, I'm not settling for those jump shots. I think they're too good at driving and getting to the basket.
Hood, dish off Ugas, 2 more.
How big has Ugas been? But really, all these plays are being set up by Jada Hood, John. She's been outstanding, just controlling the offense with her decision-making, her scoring, and her playmaking, setting up her teammates.
Raiders with a little run here. They're up by 5. Blakemore drive, shot up, not good, and rebounded by Hood. Good looking. Now she'll take it right at McKenzie, who's too strong with the shot.
Nice defense and a bad angle that time by Hood.
DuBois trying to
great
get it for
hustle.
Cox, and Nelson hustles back into the play and gets the steal.
That's where you'd like to see Megan DuBois take that shot, right? She got all the way down, could have had a little layup there, maybe drawn a foul. Instead, tried to make an unselfish play. Great hustle, too, by Kaylee Nelson.
Hood hands off and a foul on McKenzie.
Yep.
This is the first on Dale and McKenzie. I know they felt they needed to keep her out of foul trouble. They did so. There's a look at that basket by Nelson and another assist for Hood.
And watch this drive and kick. Just a beautiful, she's been outstanding. I bet if we kept track of assists, John, I bet she's 8 to 10 assists already tonight. Been outstanding.
Roseville beats the 5 count, gets the ball in to Haug, and back into the hands of Hood. Viheld, tough shot in the lane, not good. Rebounded by McKenzie. She looks up court. McKenzie off for Cox, open 3, well long though, and rebounded by Viheld.
And again, I mean, great unselfish play, but I'd like to see McKenzie shoot that. She gets that deep into the heart of the defense. She's got to take that shot. Oh.
Nelson puts up a 3.
John, did she lose that and just picked it up and fired it and knocks it down? You talk about an answer here by Roseville. It looked like this game was all Park Center, and Roseville's come back and just played outstanding.
8-point game now. Here's Frost. Off for Blakemore. Deep 3. Back iron not good. She has not made a shot tonight. Rebounded by the Raiders. Hood looking up court.
Oh, what a
Leads it
pass.
ahead for Johnston
Wow.
for 2.
What a pass. And guess who? Jada Johnson on the receiving end from Jada Hood. Jada to Jada. Jada squared, they like to be called. Watch this. She loses the ball, and then Kaylee Nelson just picks it up and says, hey, I think I'll take this. And buries it. What a run by Roseville Raiders. Here's a look ahead again from Hood to Johnson. That's not easy for a 6'1" gal to run full speed, catch, stop, and able to finish kind of at a poor angle too. Those big time plays.
Now Roseville has matched their biggest lead in the first half of 10 points, now at 44-34.
And if I'm Coach Metcalf right now talking to my Pirates, I'm saying, listen, we were down 10 with 2.5 minutes in the first half. We've done this before. We can do it again. You don't got to get it all back. But I would expect them maybe to start seeing more of a press or a trap, something to kind of bring that pace up a little bit. And there's a look at the field goal percentage. And how about Roseville, 44%? And look at that, 6 for 21. I just think that's too many threes. When it's not your night, you got to adjust. And Park Center has so many girls that can get to the basket. If I were them, I'd really put the pressure on right now. Try to drive to the basket and pick up the pace a little bit.
Well, for the Pirates, 8 minutes to go, or you're done for the season. So we'll see if they have one more rally left in them. Roseville has played a strong game tonight. Raiders showing that Champlin Park win, certainly no fluke.
Wow.
Oh, strong rebound by McKenzie. Goes back out to Blakemore. McKenzie puts the ball on the deck. Little floater over Johnston, too strong. Kept alive, though, by Frost. McKenzie's got it again. A little step through. Offensive foul on McKenzie.
I was going to say she deserved to score after that offensive rebound where she just flew in. Let's see if we can see this. Oh, yeah, that's a nice job. Very nice job by Iserman there, holding her ground. Yep.
A steal off the inbound, and there's Blakemore's got her first basket.
And we'll see if that can pressure her and get her into the zone here. And you can see some pressure by Park Center. Let's see if they can get a couple of turnovers, pick up the pace a little bit.
Nelson into the front court to Johnston and back to Hood, and Roseville settled down. Nelson made a 3 a moment ago.
Oh,
and
hits another
again.
one. Wow. She's got a nice stroke. She's played great on defense, knocking down a couple of big threes here.
Biggest lead of the game for Roseville. Blakemore attacking, 3 for Frost. That comes up. Blakemore rebounds, and can't score it. And rebounded by Iserman. Releases it to Nelson, who'll bring it into the front court.
Stay with her.
Hood He'll put it on the floor, drives the basket and scores.
John, do you see how she drove and squared up to the basket? Got a good angle on the finish. She's been outstanding tonight as Jada Hood.
Lakemore's pass stolen by Hood, taken right back by McKenzie. She'll attack, and we'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You're starting to see the urgency, right? You're seeing the pace pick up. Nice quick hands by McKenzie, and almost had a 3-point play. Look at this, just nice defense, good anticipation, and almost got this one to fall. That's a tough shot, tough angle, but she's gonna get 2 free throws out of it.
Fouls on Haug, her second. 6 team fouls on Park Center, just the 5th right there on Roseville.
Well, and that could be pretty big because you know Park Center's going to start pressuring. If Roseville's able to draw fouls, they're going to be shooting the bonus the rest of the way. You know, and I always tell teams I coach and I played on, free throws can win or lose championships. So whoever's able to step up and knock their free throws down could play a big role in this.
Second one not good. Cox fights for the rebound. And a little physical play between her and Haug. Help ball. It's Roseville basketball in the alternate possession.
I think that's just great effort. Look at them both go for it here. Neither one of them trying to give up. And you love that effort.
Steal by Cox and ball on the floor. Haug has it.
What a play.
And a timeout by Roseville.
That was huge by Kaylee Nelson. I want you to watch number 10. Watch her dive on the floor to tip this ball up to her teammates. Watch right there. I mean, that's just a big time play and a nice timeout too by Coach Crosby. It's those little plays, right, that really can seal a deal or win or lose a championship. But I'll tell you, I like Park Center now picking up full court, trying to get that pressure, trying to get traps. They've gotten a couple of turnovers. They got Roseville a little flustered here. The question is, how does Roseville respond? Do they adjust? Are they able to maybe throw it over the top, get an easy basket?
For Park Center, you've got to play close to shutdown defense much of the rest of the way here. They've had Roseville some easy looks at the basket here in the second half, and unlike first half, they're converting more of them here in the second half. They are able to withstand that little run by the Pirates early in this first half and second half and respond, and there's Haug scoring her first hoop tonight.
And again, you saw that little baseline cross screen. Park Center's gambling too much, and they're giving easy layups on that rather than just playing defense behind, making Roseville earn a basket, make the player make an offensive move.
McKenzie, jumper, short, ball chipped to Nelson. Roseville basketball, finally hands it off to Hood. Raiders by 14 with under 5.5 minutes to play.
And if you're Roseville, you're content here. Take as much time off the clock, but where you got to be careful, you know Park Center is going to be playing the passing lanes.
Stripped away, nice job by Cox to take it away from Hood and not commit a foul.
That's not easy to do. Cox is a strong girl. Look at her drive, but beautiful hands. And Kayla Cox was falling down as she did that. Still had the presence of mind to reach for that ball. That was a nice play.
Be held inbounding to Nelson. Johnston on the block, back out. Hood had an open 3. Now we'll pull up for a 2. Missed that. Long rebound though. It came right to Johnston.
On a smart play by Johnston, not trying to force a second shot. Content taking the ball out, taking some time off that clock. You gotta be careful, 5 seconds here.
Nelson got it. Hood.
Oh, what a pass.
Snaps the pass inside. Ugos with the hoop.
Did you see how Hood waited to make that pass? She looked, waited for the defender to relax, and then just zipped it there.
Nickens with a 3. That won't go. Raiders rebound again. And Roseville closing in on a state tournament berth, perhaps. Up 16 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
Traveling
whistled on Nelson.
Really remarkable. It was just tied to go up 16. Unbelievable. See her pause just for that second, allowing her teammate Yugos to get open. And Yugos had a nice night tonight, but a lot of them have been off of great passes from Jada Hood.
And a player of the game, I think right now would be Jada Hood.
Oh, without question. She only has 9 points, but like I said, she's had a number of assists, maybe 10 assists.
Your boy with a 3, that won't go. There's nothing falling for Park Center right now. And Roseville getting every defensive rebound. Pirates not getting second chance opportunities here. Johnston down on the baseline. Comes out, Nelson pops out.
That looks weird, Carol. Something's got
Get up, Megan.
Here's Hood. Hood comes back out for Johnston. They're down to 3.5 minutes to go.
And Roseville going to be content. You can hear Park Center trying to get up, pressure the ball. And if you're Roseville, you'll just hold it. The clock is your friend at this time.
Beheld able to keep it away from Frost. Hood down low, too high for you guys. But not a great pass, but they ran off, 45 seconds of clock or so there.
I saw Coach Crosby just yelling, why? Why did you do that? And you can't get mad at Jada Hood because she's a big reason why you're up 16. But, you know, if it's not a home run, don't even force it. Force Park Center to come foul you.
Blakemore will drive. Frost, the corner, a little step back 3 by Lauren Frost. That won't go, and Yugos rebounds. And gets fouled.
Yep. I'll tell you, I know Lauren Frost missed that, but doesn't she got a nice game? Just that, she's got that quick bounce, that little pizzazz on her moves. She's a fun player to watch play. Only a sophomore.
The 7th team foul, so Yugos comes back to shoot a 1-on-1.
Watch out.
Free throw up and good.
She's got a nice touch too for 6'3" freshman. Got a nice rotation, got her legs involved and knocked it down.
Boy, she got big time potential, right?
Oh.
6'3", soft freshman, and
soft hands,
moves
right?
well,
Her
yeah.
ability to be able to catch and finish, and we've seen her snatch down a bunch of big rebounds. Very impressed with this Roseville team.
Blakemore, 3, not good. Boy, how many times have we said that on threes in the last 5 minutes for Park Center? Hood traveled.
Well, and I'll tell you what, too, John, looking at this Roseville roster, almost all of them are underclass. I mean, coming back next year. So this, you know, building on this experience, and if they are able to hold on here and go to state, they're going to have a pretty solid team next year as well.
Sarah, excuse me.
Viheld is the only
Viheld's
one.
the only senior on the
yeah.
whole roster.
Yeah.
Yep. Blakemore attacking, gets blocked.
Wow.
Oh, and Nelson picks up a foul. Thought she had a clean block.
I'll tell you what, we've seen Summer Blakemore play probably 15, 20 games in her career, and so quick and athletic. Hats off to Kaylee Nelson. I mean, she is moving her feet. She's staying in front of her, and she's got those long arms, so she's able to contest those shots, and very impressed. Kaylee Nelson, I know scoring-wise, hit a couple of threes here in the second half, but her value really has been defensively because she's made it a long night for Summer Blakemore.
First point in a long time for the Pirates.
Yep.
Blakemore hits 2.
Yeah, they were stuck there on 37 for quite a while.
Put in the backcourt with Blakemore and McKenzie all over her, and still able to break the pressure nicely. Nelson got it to Johnston. Back to Hood.
Let's go.
2:25 to go. Hood will drive, dish off. Yugos. That time didn't get it to go. Rebounded by Griffin. McKenzie will attack the other way for the Pirates. Off to the corner to Dubois. Griffin puts the ball on the deck and is fouled. Put the ball up there, see if she could get the and one, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yep, free throws are nice because you can not only you're stopping the clock, you give yourself a quick rest, but you can get that full court press set up, hopefully after a made free throw.
Griffin missed her 2 free throw attempts in the first half. But hits us their first point in the second half, 6 points in all for the freshman. Second one also good. 14-point game, but we're down to under 2:10 to play. Hood gets it into the front court for the Raiders. Ugos for Johnston. Oh, we can't finish. Another try. Also too strong.
I'll tell you, Johnson could have about 35 tonight if she could finish on some of those close ones.
Blakemore, seen her hit from that range, not tonight, but missed here. But you need points. Johnston back out to Hood.
I'll tell you the other key too, I really think Roseville did a pretty nice job tonight of handling pressure and ball pressure. They just have an awareness of when that player's running behind them or they're getting doubled. They've done a nice job taking care of the basketball, handling that pressure, and it's allowed them to play it really at their pace and control the offensive end, especially in the half court. And when you don't turn the ball over, you limit Park Center in transition. And we've seen spurts of it tonight. When Park Center can get that pace going, John, that's when they become really dangerous.
Kaylee Nelson, really solid game for the Raiders tonight. Perfect from the free throw line here in the second half.
Yeah, she's 5'9", but she's got those long arms. She's got good length.
Griffin, a 3, not good, rebounded by Ugos. Hand off for Hood. For Johnston. Skip pass across for Vihel, then back out to Hood, and fouled by Blakemore.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you got to be careful, right? You want to foul, but you can't extend your arms out like that because sometimes it can look like an intentional foul. Well, John, very similar hairdo to what you sometimes have, right?
When I wake up in the morning. The lane violation on Roseville here. Blakemore will pick it up and into the front court with 1:15 to play in the game. Nickens, 3, not good. And rebounded by McKenzie. Drive to the basket, McKenzie scores.
See, I would like to see more of that from McKenzie tonight, attacking like that. When she's get going, she's just relentless like that. And I think she could have had more success attacking that basket. And the flip side is Park Center's gotten good looks, John, from three-point line. They just haven't been able to knock them down tonight.
We got a foul, and Hood's going to go to the line for 2 now as they're in the double bonus.
Yeah, if you look at that, when you shoot 20%, it's one thing, but you keep shooting, that's 29. So well over half of their field goals have been three-pointers, and they just have not been able to hit. Where you look at the flip side, Roseville, 48 field goals, only 10, and they're shooting 50%. So they've knocked down almost as many threes in about a third as less of attempts. So very efficient for Roseville.
Blakemore, a scoop shot up and in.
That was a big-time move. You can tell she's frustrated. That was just an outstanding athletic move by Summer Blakemore.
Boy commits the foul. Hood back to the line again. Hood's first free throw is up and in. Iserman back in, replacing the lone senior, Sarah Viheld.
And you see Viheld getting a nice standing ovation from the crowd. Very fired up. Tell you, when you're not used to going right to the state tournament, it can be almost a little overwhelming feeling, especially as a senior, to know you're going to get a chance to play in the state tournament.
Griffin, 3. That comes up short and rebounded by Johnston.
Nice ball fake.
Iserman, it's it back to Hood and into the front court to Nelson. For the most part, Roseville is able to deal with Park Center's pressure when they applied it tonight, Ryan.
They have, and that's really been the key, because we've seen Park Center over the years maybe struggling, but they get those steals and they get going in transition, And tonight, I think you just give a ton of credit to Roseville, their game plan and their execution. And I'll tell you, I'm going to be sad to see some of these Park Center seniors because I've just enjoyed watching them play the last couple of years.
Jada Hood dribbles it out, and the Roseville Raiders headed to the state tournament for the first time since 2007. 61-45, the final.
And look at the emotion. That's what you love to see, the overcome with joy and appreciation for the opportunity to get to the state tournament.
Last high school game tonight for Summer Blakemore, Megan Dubois, and Charles Nickens.
Yeah, and those three, right? We've seen a lot of them. Megan Dubois, a phenomenal high school career. Summer Blakemore, we've seen her do some amazing things over the last couple of years. Hit some long three-pointers, some great athletic shots. And also Charles Nickens as well had a great career. So congratulations to the Park Center seniors. We wish them the best of luck, and congratulations to Roseville on earning a trip to the state tournament.
So what turned it in the second half? Because Park Center had the momentum early in the half. They had the lead. They were hitting shots, crashing the boards. Obviously, they didn't shoot well, but what else turned it for Roseville?
Well, what was key, if you remember, Kaylee Nelson hit those 2 threes. Remember, she dropped it, buried it, and then got another one. So those 6 points answered kind of that run Park Center was on. And then I just think that the difference in the game was Jada Hood. Her ability to control the game without turning it over and drive and kick. She got a lot of assists to Tamia Yugos and also to Jada Johnson, and scored some on her own as well. And that's, you hate to see that. You hate seeing those seniors knowing this is their last time playing high school basketball.
Well, that will do it for our telecast tonight. More coverage of Section Boys basketball coming this weekend on CCX. Go to our program guide for the details of those games, and state tournament coverage as well coming next week with local teams Hopkins and Maple Grove advancing in 4A with wins tonight. For Ryan Iverson and all of our great crew tonight at Anoka High School, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for tuning in. Congratulations to Roseville on the state for the Raiders. They defeat Park Center tonight, 61-45 the final.